Alright, we're going to look at Angela's breaststroke. Good streamline, good underwater pull-out. Be a little stronger with that dolphin on the pull-out. One thing that I like is that you tend to keep the head in line with the body. When you started out, you did. But the one thing that you need to watch is here I'm bringing that body, I'm kind of moving that head just a little bit. And what happens is if I bring that head really high out of the water, now where are my knees? My lower body is way underneath the water. And what's happening is now my arms are going to have to do all the work and my legs are not going to be able to get as powerful a kick as they could. So what I want you to think about is keeping the head in line with the body and constantly leaning forward with that head. Pushing the chin just a little bit, but constantly leaning forward with the head. And that'll help you lean into every stroke, keep the feet more up towards the surface, and just work on the timing just a little bit more. You want to finish the stroke and then have the kick finish. You want it to be that little extra oomph to get you through to the next stroke. Don't drop the elbows so far in next to the body. You can see too the hands are in next to the body. You want to be out in front of the body a little bit more, and that's going to get you a faster recovery, because what's going to happen is you get into a longer 200-yard breaststroke and you have that type of recovery, it's going to slow your tempo down. You're going to have a hard time getting faster tempo going or more effective tempo. And now you can kind of see the head's now changed. Now I'm looking up at the deck. We don't want to look up at the deck. Overall, great job. Keep up the good work, and see you next year. All right, we're going to look at Angela's breaststroke. Good underwater pull out there. Want to make sure we're starting to come up with the pull out so we don't have to work so hard to come back up. One thing that we worked on a lot this week was the head position, and I like how you kind of lean forward, but you can kind of see as you lean forward, that head is still looking forward. And what I would like to see, what we talked about, was we want to look more down in an angle and look out the top of our eyes. We want to keep that head in line with the body, and those are just a few changes that I think you made really well during the week. Other thing is get those feet turned out a little bit sooner. So come off the wall. And the big thing that we want to work on is we want to work on the hand position. As you can see, the hands coming close to the body. We kind of drop those elbows in towards the body. And when we do that, you can kind of see everything becomes more vertical. We have our knees are kind of pointing down, and our body's more vertical in the water. And what happens with that kind of stroke is I come up, and I got to come up, and I got to come back down before I can go forward. And that's just something that you need to work on just a little bit more as you continue to experiment with the upper body positioning that we worked on. Shoot those hands forward, get them all the way out, and then start the catch. Get a little bit more speed, but you can kind of see there where I'm looking forward. I'm looking more forward. I like the head tilted just a little bit more, and keeping it in line with the body, and then pushing through to each stroke. Overall, I think you did a great job of making the adjustments that we talked about during the week. Just keep those up as you go back home, and keep up the good work.